Goku was releasing a gigantic power, so much so that this time the same dimension would crack in an incredible way. So moments after an explosion, the dimension had completely collapsed. However, Boaster would try to do everything necessary so that his power would not be able to cause destruction in any of the 12 universes. Damn, I didn't think that telling her her origins would be able to generate this. I don't have to allow any being to live to be affected by this power. Boaster would also begin to raise his power with the intention of counteracting the power equaling it to that of Son Goku. However, to his surprise, despite the fact that Goku's power was much lower, he'd been able to completely overshadow it, because on this occasion, the essence of the first creator god had been represented to its maximum splendor. Damn it, I'm not going to be able to repel his power, since the energy of all this great power is his original power, the power of an authentic king. But instantly, an incredible barrier was able to envelop the entire kingdom of the whole, while from the top of everything existing, the figure of her mother and Queen of Destruction would become present, or rather, a small essence of Kira. My little Zumaro, how long it's been since, even though your father and I held in that barrier, I have been able to channel my little energy to prevent you from continuing to release more energy. It is not yet time for you to face the Upper Kingdom. The sword goddess, with a slight blow to his neck, was able to knock him out of combat completely, so he would begin to approach towards Boaster. Boaster, I really have to ask you for an apology. You were never of my trust, but I realized the words that Nagami said to me on her behalf, and I'm also very grateful to you for taking care of our little... My lady, don't worry. For me taking care of little Kakarot, this has been one of the best experiences I could have ever had, so there's no problem. I charge it to you, Boaster. Train it, since the entire divine higher realm is in complete chaos, and with the tyranny of Freya, no warrior will be able to save himself. Don't worry, my lady. When Kakarot is ready, I myself will show you the way to the divine Upper Kingdom, or, as the beings of this world know it, the lost kingdom of the immortals. Kingdom of the immortals? It doesn't matter what warrior he is, every subject has a weakness, and therefore, every warrior is capable of dying, even those considered immortal. Kira's essence would instantly vanish completely, while Kakarot had been knocked out completely from his mother's simple blow. My lady has been able to recognize me after millions of years. I have to return to Kakarot, the most powerful warrior that the divine Upper Kingdom has ever had. Meanwhile, in the Upper Kingdom, Kira was able to open her eyes, realizing that the barrier that Nagami's sister Freya was still in her orbit. While two guards were guarding that barrier, for her part, Nagami did not say any words, but her look was gloomy completely. Nagami, don't lose hope, the warrior who is able to rise among all the divine beings of the upper realm. No, Kira, even I, the perfect warrior, the most powerful warrior, was defeated and the worst thing was an ambush by my own sister. Nagami, Zumaro is in perfect condition. I've been able to see him with the divine energy that you've provided me in these millions of years. Nagami's countenance would change completely, but instantly her sister would fall to the barrier to be able to observe her brother. Nagami, but how pathetic that you made me fall, and for all the strongest of the Upper Kingdom. But don't worry, we will end your existence very soon. What did you say? Was he not to be sealed for the rest of eternity? Ha! That's funny. Is a powerful warrior like you afraid of death? That has left me surprised, but yes, you are right. We will finish with you, and since we do not have unlimited energy to maintain the powerful 5-pole seal, Freya would leave the barrier, so she was surprised both warriors. For her part, Nagami, using all the power of the Sacred Ozaru, was able to send a powerful mental energy, which would only be perceived by Boaster. Boaster, I don't know how much time they have, but Freya wants to end our lives. If we don't have the required energy, we won't be able to do anything. Our life is in her hands. I'm counting on you, my most faithful warrior. No, I'm not gonna let the king die. This information I have to tell Kakarot, so that he takes his training much more seriously. Goku was still out of combat, so energy would start flowing through his body. That's right, Boaster would start healing him completely. Right now, Kakarot is only asleep, so I have to be able to wake him up. I've been able to give him all his power back. Boaster, of a much powerful blow to his stomach, was able to wake up Goku from a great pain. What the hell is wrong with you, Boaster? Why are you hitting me? We have to take a much more powerful training, since your parents are about to die, and if their premonition is correct, this happened in 10 years. So in that time, you must have been able to overcome the maximum power of a king at all, even being able to adapt the power of a maximum stage angelic destroyer. What? What do you mean my parents are about to die? I can't believe that. But in that case, please trust me. Train Vegeta and Gohan the same way. No, Kakarot. If we train those insects, we won't be able to advance. We have to make the most of as much time as possible. Trust me, Boaster. The hidden power of Gohan and Vegeta is amazing. I'm sure they won't let you down. Okay, I'll give you 2 years for you to train them completely. But in this room, which would be 2 days in the outside world. That time is more than enough. Don't worry. Goku would leave the time room at a high speed using his teleportation, arriving in front of Vegeta, who was training on the gravity machine. But you're Kakarot, what's you supposed to be doing here? I'm training. Vegeta, I need your power for a great war that's coming. Even a warrior will train us, and his power surpasses Zeno-sama himself. What did you say? He even surpasses all-powerful King Zeno-sama. That's right, but we have to go to training right now. It's okay, Kakarot, since even I wanted to train on my own because I felt that my power was no longer increased in an amazing way with the training of Whis. Both Saiyans would leave for Gohan's house, in which they were able to find him. Gohan, we require your power because if we lose this battle, all of us will die completely. What happened this time, Father? Is he a new enemy? I don't feel the presence of any mighty warrior. No, Gohan, but it would be better for you to come with us, since we really required your power, as well as your intelligence will help us in the next battle. It's the first time I've watched you seriously, Father, and it's okay, I'll go with you because if even you are nervous, it must be something very dangerous. The trio of warriors at a great speed would leave back towards the time room, so the instant they entered, an incredible pressure would fall on the trio of warriors. Vegeta and Gohan, being their first time, had fallen to the ground without being able to move in the least. Kakarot, I told you, no matter how powerful your friends are, they'll never be able to compare to the power of the divine upper realm. But Boaster instantly was surprised to realize how Vegeta had been able to release an amazing power, while in his veins of energy ran the power of Jesper, one of Freya's elite warriors. That's right, the rank of the highest level had become romantically involved with the goddess of a lower rank. So the mestizos had start even among the gods. Vegeta's power on this occasion would rise in an amazing way, to be able to be under the pressure of a god of the higher kingdom. Vegeta, of an incredible scream, it was able to access the Ultra Ego, but the power he gave off was crazy. Wow, what's this power supposed to be? Or was Whis' training really able to grant me this incredible power? I'm surprised by the power you've been able to release, but apparently even you didn't know that all that great power was sleeping inside you. You will be perfect. Boaster observing Gohan, he would notice how the color of his eyes would turn a red color, similar to those of his lord, while a power much more impressive than Vegeta's power would be released all over the place. While his hair changed to an imposing white, like his power, it had no point of comparison. And you, by the power that you've been able to release, I could tell that you're the son of Son Goku, so that means that you're the real grandson of my lord. You're correct. I'm the son of the warrior named Goku, but which lord are you referring to? Even at the age I am, I've never met my grandparents. Gohan, Vegeta, I know it's something difficult to understand, but I come from the Upper Kingdom. My father and my mother were the most powerful warriors of everything existing. But even before I was born, I was able to have some of the warriors betray her. Was taking my life. Exactly. So the essence of the little Kakarot would arrive on the planet Vegeta, being able to adapt a new power as well as a new body. But your body, Vegeta, you even possess energy from the higher realm, so they'll be able to achieve great powers. I don't understand anything, but I have to eradicate warriors to get that in front of me. I'll do it. That's no problem at all. In that case, we'll start with the training right this instant. At the moment, the trio of warriors had been affected by a much more powerful pressure. That's right, the pressure was even capable of breaking each of their bones. While on the other hand, in the kingdom of the whole Zeno-sama was very thoughtful, which Daishenkin would notice. My lord, I've noticed that for some time now, that you're very thoughtful. Is there anything bothering you? Because if that's the case, I could take care of whatever you want. No, Daishinken. I just think about how warriors who even surpass my power have been able to reach these universes. I'm not able to understand it.
Wow. You're thinking about the power of that boaster, the incredible power that he hides. And of course, he clearly comes from the last lost kingdom.
Exactly, Daishinken. I, as the king of everything, I have to be able to notice everything. Even the warriors have great powers, but that warrior terrifies me.
Don't worry, Lord, because even Son Goku meets that warrior.
For her part, in the Extra Kingdom, Freya was very thoughtful. Something about all this I don't like, because I'm sure my brother's not afraid of death, since he's been able to defeat the god of death on 7 occasions. What is happening? But one of the most loyal warriors would enter his castle. That's right, Jesper would arrive before Freya.
My lady, we've been able to detect an energy somewhat similar to that of your brother in the mirror universes. Although I may be stupid, we have decided to inform you.
The warrior with that power, similar to my brother Kira, and my brother, a little upset by his death, all this must be connected.
Freya would be put on out of her thoughts to her warrior to speak again. My lady, is everything all right? Do you want us to take action, or we just let it pass?
Jesper, you are my right-hand man. Even at the time, you were considered one of the 4 kings of the entire omnipotent kingdom. So I want you to grant you the mission of the warrior with the power similar to my brother. Do you think you are capable of achieving it?
My lady, you don't have to worry about that, as I will do everything in my power. So with your permission, I'm retiring.
The subject at a great speed would leave towards the universe where he'd been able to feel the energy of Nagami. Returning to the room in that place, 3 years had already passed, in which the warriors had already been able to achieve incredible powers, while Boaster's power would also rise in an amazing way.
This is amazing. I never thought that a simple workout would be able to make me more powerful. My lord, please reset a little more.
Boaster, I don't know my perception with the energy is stable, but I am able to feel a powerful warrior is approaching this multiverse, and by the speed and power he possesses, I can tell that he belongs to one of the greater universes. Boaster would begin to concentrate in order to be able to feel the energy of the supposed warrior.
No, Kakarot, apparently you're mistaken, as I'm not able to feel any energy. All this must be overtraining, so
Boaster wasn't able to finish speaking because at that precise moment, he was able to feel the incredible power of Jesper. That's right, Freya's right hand, just like one of the ancient kings was heading towards his location.
No, damn, if he continues with his current speed, he'll arrive in 1 day from the outside world. While in here it'll be a year, we have to increase our powers much more.
All the warriors would continue with their training because, in the case of losing, all the universes as well as their inhabitants would be completely destroyed.
Well guys, this is all for today's chapter. I hope you liked it and it was to your liking. Now don't forget to leave your powerful like Supreme God level, comment and subscribe. Now without further ado, see you in a new video. Until next time.